It's Mike from MD Airsoft. Today I am going to explain how to take apart your VFC SCAR, light or heavy, to get access to the gearbox. It's fairly simple to get to the gearbox. Obviously this is removed from the gun. You do this by pushing this pin out and then pulling up on the gearbox to remove it from the receiver. So once you have it off, you have to remove the magazine catch, the two selector levers, this back plate, 3 screws, and the grip. It doesn't really matter which order you do it in. Usually just from habit I go grip, the back, selectors, and mag catch, mag release. So you need some Allen keys for this one. Okay, I'm going to start off by removing the grip. Cap comes off. 2 leads, I like to take some needle nose so I don't damage contacts, or the motor prong things, whatever you want to call them. Pull the motor out. Okay. Now inside the grip, you probably won't be able to see it, but there's 2 Phillips head screws. I take, as I recommended in my basic tools, a long Phillips head. It'll be your favorite tool, I promise. It's good that it's magnetic too, makes it easy. Okay. You can also use your motor to kind of keep track of all your screws, if you don't want to lose them. Grip just pulls off. Now be careful to not pull too hard, you might wreck your motor leads. Okay. Next I'm going to take this little back cover off that protects the 2 electrical terminals. You want to take the big one out first. Okay. These little ones are Phillips head. I just use a smaller Phillips head. Now you want to avoid removing this as much as possible. You know, only go into the gun if it breaks. These threads underneath this plate are plastic, and the more use they get, they just start to strip over time, and then the screws basically do nothing. So this just pulls up. Now at this point you want to identify which is what. If you're looking at it how I am with the nozzle pointing to you, the left side is always going to be the black, the negative, and the right side's always going to be positive. Now this person's upgraded their wiring to the silver or low resistance stuff, so you can't tell, but I know just from experience in taking a lot of these apart, red is always on the right, black is always on the left if the nozzle is facing towards you. So once those are just kind of removed, you can remove the selectors. Again, it's just 2 Allen key chub screws. Now you don't have to undo these all the way, just enough to that they come off. Now there is a bearing underneath So what I like to do is just put them back inside of the selector so you're not losing them. And the other side as well. They like to roll on you. I don't know how many of these I've lost, but just be careful. And then lastly, the mag release. If you look under here, there's a little window here. Now there is a chub screw in there, and the same size that the selectors are should be the same size as the mag release chub screw in here. So again, loosen it up. Now with these, sometimes they stay in this little. They stay in the little button. Sometimes they fall out, the little chub screw, as it did here. Just make sure you don't lose that. Button comes off, springs next, and then the arm just pulls through the body, like so. So now, last thing you have to do is remove these two. I don't know what they're called, but basically it's what allows the selector to turn the dial. So again, 2 Allen key heads. Loosen them up. Okay, so now the gun, or the gearbox, is ready to be removed from the body. I will point out that this is a little gear. There's one on each side. When you push the gearbox out, if you're not holding on to them, they'll fall, which is fine. Just make sure you don't lose them. So just push the gun out. I just put my thumb where the grip goes. Keep pushing. Okay, there's the one gear and the next gear. Now, the last thing you got to do to get into the gearbox, besides removing the gearbox screws, is to remove this arm. Now, this is a 0.9 millimeter Allen key head, and there is a little chub screw inside there that this fits. So if you haven't watched my basic tool video, I tell you that this kit that I got right here, both metric and imperial, I got at Walmart for $13. So it's a pretty good steal. Says Fuller on the front of it. Okay, so now that that's done, you can go ahead and open the gearbox. Now what I like to do, especially on VFCs, their gearboxes are nice. They have a little window here. What I like to do is you can just take a screwdriver, and the anti-reversal latch is right there. Take a smaller one. And what I like to do is pop that so that the piston is fully forward, so that when you do open the gearbox, it's not under pressure, and it snaps forward, which can damage your tappet plate and stuff like that. So I hope that helps you. Stay tuned for another video where I explain how to open a version 2 gearbox and maintain it. This is Mike from MD Airsoft. Thanks for watching.